for uh, Amritvela. And today, definitely, it's a special day. Everyone in India is fully charged and spreading this beautiful vibe all over the world. Um, I'm sure everyone is having a good experience. So, on that note, uh, what comes to our mind when we think about Brahma Baba, and especially the 18th January? One of the main things, uh, the three words Baba says, Nirakari, Nirankari, and Nirvikari. And apart from that, two words that really uh, um stands out is uh, bodiless and avyakt. And especially when we use bodiless stage, we interchange it with silence. Bodiless stage itself as the power of silence. So one of the main things, uh, so we can start our session with a quick meditation and then see how we can go a little further. Take a minute to gently shift your attention inward. Sound not coming through. Let's see.
I think it is fine for me. Yeah, Arshabai.
Yeah, is it okay?
Yeah, it is okay. For
Yeah,
me, it is okay, fine.
cool. So, so one of the main things when we think about bodilessness, right? So one of the main things it starts our journey being introverted, which means our attention we bring our attention inward. Extroversion is not just paying attention to what's happening physically. Definitely, it is one of the components, but what's going on in our mind, which has got to do with something that is happening outside, with the people, with the situations, with the discussions that we had uh, with people in this physical world. So when we talk about introverted, we clear our mind of anything that happened, any interaction that we had with people, situations, and all the opinions of the people, right? So especially Paradarshan, Paramat, Parachintan, right? So introversion has an aspect to shift that attention totally swachintan, which means what is going on inside my mind, clearing that, and what is going on inside my mind about myself. Uh, and I will only know only when I give some space and then look into it. What's going on in my heart? What am I feeling? How is my mind? Is it heavy? Is it exhausted? Is it drained? And then doing something on that space, mind space, and also heart space. So let us give it a try and then see how it goes. Make a make some space. Try to visualize how long is 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, that space in time, there are no external thoughts. And free your mind of anything. Clear the space in your mind of any thoughts of the world. As the space in your mind is getting cleared of any thoughts, try to observe the boundaries, the boundaries of the silence that is growing in your mind space. And allow that boundaries to extend. Make your mind more spacious. In that space, there are no thoughts. And try to observe the energy filling that space. As you free, as you clear that space of any stimulation, every thought is a stimulation. So you're clearing that space of every stimulation. And observe the energy clearing. And observe the effect of the energy in your mind on your brain. Literally, what's on your mind has an effect on your brain. Observe the space behind your forehead. And there is a sense of coolness, calmness. That energy of peace is settling. This energy of peace is lightening up your mind. It's deepening. And the effect of that light, the effect of that peace is affecting your eyes. It's gently surfacing on your face. And there is this sense of calmness shining through your face. And this energy is radiating from the back of your head, radiating from your temples. And this whole energy is radiating out of your head. Let your attention stay with this energy. You're not just visualizing, you're engaging with the experience of it. With the power of your attention, deepen your connection with the light. With the power of your experience, you're not just feeling it, and you slowly start enriching that light. You can enrich the light by experiencing it, and trying to acknowledge as you experience. And try to make yourself comfortable with that experience of being light. More you become comfortable, you reduce the effort to pay attention. You slowly start shifting from paying attention and engaging with the experience to enjoying that experience. More you try to enjoy, more you become very comfortable, and the practice becomes more subtle. You slowly start enriching the experience, not just visualizing, not just holding this energy. You're trying to absorb. slowly start dissolving anything else other than light. Any sensations in your brain or anything else. Try to dissolve. There is nothing else other than the light. There is not even the word bodiless. There is only light. Om Shanti. So now, this is a practice that Brahma was doing. And he's not even saying that I'm a soul or I'm bodiless. But so this practice allowed him to make space for Baba, to make space for Baba's light to enter that mind space, enter your heart space. And then you slowly start surrendering your mind and also your heart. And Baba's energy is taking over. So, what Baba's focus is what Brahma Baba's focus is Shiva Baba, the energy of Shiva Baba. So now he's not focusing on being soul conscious. Now he's focusing on just Baba. So, in other words, he's hosting Baba. So, uh, he's not just looking at Baba, he's not just feeling Baba. So he said that, oh, me and Baba are combined. So, there is nothing about me. So, one of the things I think in recent Murlis also Baba was talking about uh, anything that you say mine, say my Baba. So when we say mine, uh, and just imagine mine is also a space, right? Anything that fills that space called mine, that contains a lot of feelings, a lot of experiences, and it has its own attachment that comes with it. So now just imagine that space which we are flagged as mine, and that is filled with Baba's energy. Because everyone needs a sense of belonging. So if you want to create a sense of belonging between me and something else or somebody else, there is a space in between me and that entity, and that space is what we are flagging it as mine, right? And just imagine that space is part of me, right? And now Baba is filling that space, what we are calling as mine, with Baba's energy. And now uh, that mind, he was so absorbed in that mind that he lost himself in that space. So now that helps to build the sense of combined stage. So now, if I can carry that energy into me, so my energy of my heart and mind, which is getting tampered by all the experiences that I had in all this 5,000. The residue of that is still in that heart space and also in my mind space. So now hosting Baba in those two spaces allows to transform that energy. It is not my job. I cannot think my way through to transformation. I have to allow the energy to transform that. The energy that transforms that residue that is ingrained in my chitta or my conscience is of 5,000 years. So I cannot do that. So Baba's energy can do it. So he can only do it only when I make space for him. So the space of mind, space of heart, the space which I am carrying, that mind space, like my people, my sanskaras, my experiences, all of that space, mind, my experience, my sanskaras, my behavior, my limitations, all of that. I have to make space in that mind space and then bring Baba's energy in all of those things. And that is my conscious effort. And rest is whatever I'm putting in that energy will have effect on that limitation, the residue that has been built up. So when I allow to do this thing, and the power of silence is is just that, nothing more. Just keep quiet and hold Baba's energy there, and then Baba's energy will slowly start shifting, and it will start affecting my sanskaras, my feelings. Once I go into that shift, so then it starts coming in my vritti. And then Baba uses the word of the vritti of purity, the attitude of purity, and that vritti colors my drishti, and then my sthiti is changing. So the main thing I'm focusing on changing my sthiti, and I'm not going to do any job. I'm only going to make space for Baba. And Baba's energy is going to change my sthiti. And, and making space, we may use the word called smriti. Smriti is not just looking at Baba or thinking about Baba. Smriti is like making space and then bring that energy here and then stay there. And then especially when we use the word remember, or when we Baba says like yad karo is make space in your heart, right? When you remember something, you feel that too. So I have to, if I have to feel, I got to make space in my heart. I need to have a space for Baba in my heart. So more I make space, more I bring Baba's uh, light on Baba's love, Baba's love, and then experience with that, and just let go of my sense of my sanskara, my limitations, whatever explanation, whatever reasoning that has, then that will change my sthiti, my stage. My stage is nothing, is made up of whatever energy that is carried in that space called mind, right? So the minute I bring Baba's energy there, and my sthiti will start changing. The minute my sthiti changes, the vritti changes, drishti changes, the energy that I carry in my presence changes, and then that is what Baba is telling bodiless. And that is double light. And that has might, that has a power. And when I carry that light and might stage, and that will do the job. And what will it do the job? It will make me free from all the bondages. Main bondages, of course, I have my karmic accounts with people, places, things, my past, and all other stuff. But all of that thing boils down to my sanskaras. My karmic account is nothing but my sanskaras. So Baba is going to work on it. So that helps me to liberate me from my own limitations. That is the main liberation that we are looking for. And Baba is going to do that job. I'm not going to do the job. So I'm just making space and allowing Baba to work on it. And then create more space and hold that space. And that is double light. And that is bodiless. And that is angelic. And then allow that. So, in other words, if you simplify, uh, as a Brahmin is nothing but allowing Baba to work on me, which is stay combined. Stay combined means like me and Baba. Me and Baba means that mind space has to be filled with Baba, right? I cannot not be me, but the effect on me is my sanskaras. So my part got to be removed, and then Baba has to come. So then what will happen is that will slowly start transforming my 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 part. Whatever I'm saying, my, that is going to change. So that makes me lighter. When I become bodiless, so then it fills me, and then I become lighter. And that light is not my light, it is Baba's light. In other words, what I'm consciously doing, I'm allowing Baba's light to work on me by holding him, by hosting him in that mind space. The space which we are calling mind, I'm bringing him. That mind space is both heart space and also head space. So I'm bringing Baba into that, and then allowing him to do the job of transforming my sthiti. The minute I do that, I become double light, I become bodiless, I am allowing Baba to work on me. And then once I allow Baba to work on me, and I allow Baba to work through me, right? And as an angel, one of the main job, main task, um, main effect of an angel is to bring the love and light to the world, to bring love and light into the world. And especially recently, who Didi Manmohini was Mohini Didi was telling that see, now the Brahmin thing is over. What does Brahmins do? Brahmins do a lot of speaking. Brahmins do rituals, mantra, jap, Vedas, Puranas, read this, read that, speak this, do this. So now we have to go from Brahmin to angel. Angels don't speak. But what do? They do service. Unlike Brahmins, they don't do service with words. But how did they do the service? They, whatever words that we use in Brahmin form, they translate that into an energy and then just send that energy. Send that energy. So now what Didi was telling that, so now I have to serve with my thoughts. Thought is just a container. Don't think that thought is a service. No, thought has to be charged. And what is it charged with? And it has to be charged with this love and light. And I have to extend that love and light to people. And thought is just a medium. Don't focus on the thought. It will reach. Don't worry about the thought. But the real thing that I have to carry is that energy. So now, angels, the service has to happen through angelic stage. And that is what we may use the word Sakash, we may use the word light up, you may use the word like be a son of knowledge and shine the light and all kinds of stuff. But unless I carry that energy and then extend that energy to others, now every word has to be converted into a charged particle or a charged energy, and then you're extending that energy out. So now Didi was telling that, look, it's almost 90 years are over. So 90% of the confluence age is over. And when are we going to become angels? Now is the time. If not now, so then never. So now you have to raise your energy and then start working at that level. So now bodiless, angelic state, and extend that love and light. And definitely, angel and worship worthy are combined. Worship worthy is not in the copper age. Whatever they are going, copper age, we are also go down the hill, right? We are in the bottom of, we are also coming down the ladder. So we are not going to be helping souls in the copper age. No, we are going, whatever help that we do now, whatever the souls or devotees who are experiencing now, that experience stays with their in their conscience. And when the copper age, when the tough time begins, their attention goes back to the support that they received in the confluence age. And that memory keeps them going, and that makes them worship us. But the real incident happens is now, and that stays in their conscience. And that what is registered now is what going to become as a guiding light in the corporate onwards when the tough time starts beginning, right? So in other words, being an angel, being a worshipper is also now. Now is the time you got to extend that and uplift the souls and deepen their experience. In other words, not everyone can perceive God's love. And then how are we different from rest of the 8 billion souls? Is because we recognized Baba. What does it mean recognized Baba? We can perceive, we can experience God's love, we can carry God's love. We have this ability. Not everyone has this ability. And that is what sets us apart. So now, what does it mean? With power comes the responsibility, which means now is our duty to extend that love and light to those souls. So now I have to become bodiless. I have to become angelic, come back to my angelic state, and then extend this love and light and become a worship worthy soul now. Right? And now is the time I have to become Jivan Mukt. I'm not going to become Jivan Mukt in golden age. Jivan Mukt means I have to flow through the incidents unaffected, right? In action, in interactions, not just when we are meditating, but in action. So in other words, deity form is also now, right? Bodiless, angelic stage, deity form, Brahmin form, and worship worthy form, all of that has to be now. So now what is the practice? And when we talk about sovereign means become a king, have a full control, and and the silence is not just keeping quiet. Silence is carrying this energy, carrying this love and light within us. Right? So now practicing this, converting words into an energy, converting energy into a form, converting form into an deepening the intensity or refining the energy that we are carrying and allowing that refined energy to stay extended, right? Feeling the heart, touching the heart. And then Baba uses this word called wireless. This works like a wireless energy. And now it starts touching every heart and soul. And when it touches, it totally transforms. It releases something in everyone. So as we touch every heart and soul, they lighten up, or in other words, whatever heaviness, whatever trauma that they are carrying, what they experience is creating that vibration in the world, right? So in indirectly we are transforming the energy of this physical world by changing, transforming the atmosphere inside their hearts. And eventually we slowly start transforming all the five elements are just the reflection of our collective. So, in other words, when I carry, extend this, extend this love and light into every heart and soul, and as soul starts transforming, or in other words, as the pain and suffering in every heart and soul starts alleviating, so the vibrations in the atmosphere is also changing. So, by serving the souls, I am serving the five elements, and that is what is going to create our world to come. And now Baba says, like, now that has to happen, right? So I just want to give a pause and just quickly check in, and then we can go a little deeper into one more round of meditation. Yeah, did you have any? Yeah, anyone wants to share anything or any thoughts, comments, questions? Yeah. Yeah.
Shanti.
Shanti.
So today is the day, so I think some of the people will be observing silence, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and yes, so like you are saying, to experience creating that space, right, where we don't let the other thoughts to creep in, right? That is also important, right?
Mm,
Only then we can, create that space. So this is something we can do it when we are, especially sitting for meditation, right? So when we come into the action field, so how can we really balance that? Can you cover that as well?
mm. So one of the things is I always ask this question: what is the cause of our thoughts? Right? What causes us to think? What triggers our thoughts? Right? It's our experience, it's our emotions. What am I experiencing at that time? If there is a hurt, so then your mind goes like, okay, why am I feeling this? Right? And then our attention goes there. Right? So if I can bring my attention to making shift in my experience, the effect of that on my mind changes. Right? So now as I change, in other words, as I carry that experience inside me, when I'm interacting with people, the intention is driven. What comes to my mind when I'm interacting with the people is like, oh, so the whole intention is what I experience is I want to give that experience to other. In fact, I don't even have to think that. What you feel is what you make others feel. Your body language will speak. And your body language, without their knowledge, there is a part of our brain called mirror neurons. It immediately reflects your body language, and the shift in their body language triggers something inside them, and then they start experiencing. In other words, through the imitation of the body language, they start perceiving something what you're carrying in our heart, right? So in the process, what will happen is their body language changes, their feelings change, and then indirectly they start reflecting back on you. So in a way, consciously, if I all I have to do is whatever is a context of interaction with the other person, uh, uh, without losing sight of what I'm carrying inside me, right? Without losing that form, like in other words, that bodiless form or the energy form, or without losing the feel of that combined state. If all I have to do is like carry that combined state, right? And let the mind do the a little bit of thinking that, oh, I'm interacting because I need to get this task done, or I'm interacting because I'm running a stand-up, for example, right? But I'm carrying this energy. Whoever is meeting, my tone, my body language, they can feel. They are speaking. My status is this, that, and the other, but they can feel my energy, right? So, in other words, even to extend that, I need to pay attention to what energy I'm carrying. I feel that will definitely enrich our impact on the others, or in other words, serving them with what we are carrying. And it's very powerful, like what you feel is what you make others feel.
Yeah, that was very powerful.
Yeah, cool. So let's take a couple of minutes and then we can wrap up a little early, right? So make yourself very
There is some, yeah, there's a
Mhm.
message, I mean, the chat. So I
Mhm.
think Kirija Ben has put something. Would you like to read? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Benjamin was telling today's silence, deep love and remembrance for essence of 57th year of our dearest beloved Brahma Baba. Today have kept 100% space in my heart and uh, in just keep him there. There is no mind or intellect, just love and more love. I reached Madhuban through my heart and kept and just see myself dancing with the angels in the lawns of Panda Bhavan, listening to my favorite tune, Mera Brahma Baba Madhuban
Mali.
Madhuban Ka Malik, right? तुम तो यही करना पावा. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's right. And then definitely carrying uh, um, ca- mentally staying in Madhuban itself makes a big difference. And then try to, our mind has an ability to do the space and time. And then just try to move the needle to 1968, something like that, 1968 December, 1 month before. So, and then just imagine what is energy that is there in Panda Bhavan, or in History Hall, or in Baba's room, or in Baba's hut. um, and and then try to spend with that energy. Our brains are really powerful. It has ability to shift the time and also the space. With our mind, we go to Panda Bhavan. With our time, we move the needle to the time travel with your mind. And just imagine in 1968 December, being in Baba's room, and then he was very much in silence, and then you're also sitting next to him, and then just focus and try to refine what is energy he's carrying, and try to carry that energy inside your head and heart, and that will be beautiful. Yeah, Sanjay bhai.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Today we were talking about energy, space, doing service by energy. What I felt that when you are soul conscious, you are like a point, then you have got a lot of space. When you're body conscious, you are not a point, you are exaggerated. You think that you're a body, and as you think that you're a body, the space is no more. And when there is no space, that is, we can conclude in one line that when you're body conscious, you don't have space, you don't give space. That means you want something more. And everybody likes space to be comfortable. That is, he
Mm.
needs a space to be comfortable. That see, even if he's body conscious, he needs a space. But when he's
Mm.
soul conscious, he's a point, he does not need space. He creates a space.
Mm.
That is, in soul conscious, he becomes a data. He gives space, he creates a space, he becomes a point. So, to give space, what sort of Purusharth wants to do? What I felt that space, the first letter S, stands for soul conscious.
Mm.
That unless and until you are soul conscious, and when combined with Baba, and when combined with Baba, become a point. In some Murlis, it was told that when Dada Likhas got combined with Shiv Baba, he became Brahma. So when
Yes.
we are combined with Bab Dada, we become Master Brahma, and then we can create space. That is S, that is soul conscious. And again, the next letter is P, that even when we are combined with Brahma, that can only happen when we become Brahmachari. Then we can get combined with Brahma Dada. That is P, that is purity, purity of ultimate purity.
Mm.
And when it is purity, you will reach to a state that is called peace. And when it is peace, then it comes prosperity. And another letter A, it is the outcome of when you are adorned with divine virtues. And C, you're very, very careful because Maya is always there. What sort of carefulness? The carefulness that बाप की याद कभी कभी बाप कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है नहीं सदा बाप की याद में मगन that have to careful because Baba's yad is like a
Mm.
bulletproof. And Maya has got four bullets: calm, clothe, love, moh, anger, five bullets. And Maya has got a sensor. It senses, it has got a radar that you are not in yad and it shoots the bullet and you're over.
That's true.
But you have to be very,
It's
very careful.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And E is that embodiment of knowledge. And
Mm.
when we are embodiment of knowledge, Yeah, if we have got this space will be full of energy. Because that what you told, that when the words are transformed into energy, this is the way how we can transform words into energy. And energy,
Mm,
okay, then we become light.
mm,
Light, as we are light, combined with Baba, we got the might, and the combination of light and might
mm.
can does the magic. It transforms yourself, we get transformed, and whosoever comes to me gets transformed. This is how the energy, light, might, and the space does the magic. Wonderfully said. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that analogy. Beautiful. So, in the interest of the time, we'll do a quick meditation and then you get ready for the Murli. So, make yourself very comfortable in Madhuban, in Madhubanangan, and try to feel the ambience. In that ambience, are all dadis, dadis who have deep experiences, dadis who carries Baba's love. There are 300 souls very close to Bab Dada, Mama. They have a lot of shared experiences with Bab Dada. Their chitta is enriched with a lot of beautiful, deep experiences. Make yourself very comfortable in that loving ambience, full of love. And now, in this loving ambience, look into the eyes of every Dadi. The love in their eyes flows into your eyes, filling your mind, filling your heart. They're sharing their love. They're filling your heart with Baba's love. And now, in this ambience, Brahma Baba, deeply lost in tapasya, in Baba's heart, so absorbed that he is like a lighthouse and might house. You can feel that love, that strong energy, filling the whole ambience and extending that light into the world. That love is pulling your heart. And as you walk closer, the intensity of love is getting more and more richer. That love is very uplifting. Because love is deepening in your heart. And you go very close and sit in Baba's room or history, Baba's heart. and your heart like a lotus flower, fully blossoming, and Baba's love like sun shining into your heart. Baba's love and light is filling your heart. You're so absorbed that you're combined with Baba. Baba's light is not just working on your heart. Any awareness of self is dissolved in this light. There is not even awareness of absorbed or combined. There is no separation between you and Baba. Along with Baba, you're also extending love and light. Baba has full access to your heart and full access to all your connections and relations that you created in all 5,000 years. Baba's love and light shines through your heart, reaching all the souls you interacted on this physical plane, touching every soul through your heart. Stay absorbed, transforming the whole vibration of the earth. Your mind is very spacious. Your mind is as spacious as a soul world. Your heart is as subtle as a subtle region. You're hosting Bapdada. Stay absorbed for the rest of the day and for the rest of our existence on this earth. Om Shanti, Shanti. What a beautiful rest of our millennium. Thank you.
Of Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Harsha Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 am. Until then, have a blissful day.